Hello friends, welcome to my channel Automation Jam. Today I'm going to uh, show you about UiPath, what we can do in UiPath, what we cannot do in UiPath. Okay, so basically this is a introduction video to UiPath. Okay, I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, so today's topic is introduction to UiPath. So friends, let's move toward UiPath. So this is the layout of UiPath. Let me maximize it. And here you can see three main tabs. If I say tab means there are three tabs on which a whole UiPath depends. First one is home tab. Second one is design tab, and third one is debug tab. Each tab has its own working. Okay, so I'll start one by one. Okay, and tell you each elements in this. So I'm starting from home tab, which is let's see how it look like, what options it has for us. Okay, so first I can see open. So when I click on this, it will open a pop-ups. So in this we can open old or flow which we have earlier created. Okay, so the close we can by name it's saying that we can close any workflow. Start, when I click on start, we will get multiple options for opening recent and new projects and new template. Okay, so open we can open a local project which we have created earlier or in past. Okay, so in next open a recent, the we can open a recent workflow. Okay, in this section we can create a new project. We can create a project from scratch, from process, library, test automation and template. Okay, and from this section, new from template, we can use different templates which is already created by UiPath team. Okay, which are background process, mobile testing, and similarly more on this. We will see each and every options one by one. First, we'll see how it looked like. Okay, so friends, next option is our tools. In tools, we have multiple option like apps, UiPath extensions, plugins. So if I talk about UiPath extensions, so when these are the extensions we need to use, we need to add or install while using web development, like if I use if I automate in any application which is based on Chrome, so we need to add that extension for particular Chrome browser. Okay, from here we can install the extension. Okay, similarly for all these. So next is template. These are the templates. You can see there are multiple templates which UiPath team has already created for us. So in these we can go ahead and pick one as per our requirement and start our development. So if I take an example of RE framework, robotic enterprise framework. So in this, we generally use this. I'll in detail, I'll tell you what is all about a robotic enterprise framework. Basically, this is a template in which all the business exceptions and logging file or logging all the details are already inbuilt. We only need to use our automation in the process, and that's all take care by this RE framework, that is robotic enterprise framework. So friends, these are the templates. You can further look into it, and these are the team option settings. In this we can there are multiple settings we can do. We can change our language. Okay, we can select our theme like a light or dark. Okay, then design. These are the options. You can go through it further. uh, then location, then manage sources, licenses, and profile. Okay, friends. So the next tab is design, in which let's see what we can do in design tab. So basically, I'm starting from this option new. So when I click on this drop down, I can find multiple options like sequence, flowchart, state machine, global, handler, and workflow. So these are the options we can use through, like we can create a new sequence, new workflow chart, and new state machine, and so on. Okay, I'll tell you later one by one. For now, we'll move ahead to the debug file. So when I click on this, you can see three options are there. We'll see each options in detail later on in our videos. Okay, now run file, debug file, run. These all have separate meanings for their own action. Now next is template or library. We can export our flows in as a template or a library. These options are grayed out as we have not created any workflow or not developing any flow. Okay. So next is that's why it is grayed out. So next is manage packages. So friends, these are the options. These are the options, or we can say these are the packages where we need to install whenever our requirement is to, like if we are automating UI automation, that at that time we need to install these activities. Okay, if we are using mail activities, then we need to install these activities, these packages basically. Okay, this is the this is you can find a new thing in 22 version of UiPath, where they have introduced a test manager. I'll create a video on this also. Okay, so next is app and web recorder. These are the this action is this option is basically we can record or any process and use their code in our real time development. Sometimes we stuck somewhere while development, and we are unable to find which kind of how to automate this, how to write the code for this. At that time we can use recorder. That will give us a rough idea that we can how to create a which activity we need to use. Okay, and that is computer vision. These options are user events, on click, on key element, and this is table extraction. Whenever we need to extract the tabular data from website, we use this activity, this function basically. And this is UI Explorer. This is very useful while creating a dynamic selector. So while creating a dynamic sector, this is very helpful. I'll tell you later on this this is very specific topic which anyone or the person who is working on UiPath should know. And this is a remove unused variables. These are the earlier it was only variable and arguments, but now they have extended uh, to workflows, dependency, and unused screenshots also. So as we already know that UiPath team has enormous capacity to develop. They update their product very oftenly. Okay, so this is analyze file. So as we when we hover on this, we can find it is saying check file for validation errors and workflow analyzer violations, and that is export to Excel. And this option is to publish our workflows as a nugget package so that we can publish that on orchestrator later on. Okay, so this was all about design. Now we'll move to the next tab, which is debug tab. So in this tab we'll find first there is a debug like run file, debug, and run, which that three option is also available on design tab. Here you can see. Similarly, we can use debug tab for this also, or we can use in design tab. This is stop, this which is grayed out right now. Uh, it will uh, it will get highlighted once we create an flow here. Okay, these are step into, step over, step. These are the debugging techniques we already used in programming earlier, which is very common. Okay, and for those who don't know the programming, which are who are beginners in programming, these are the steps I'll tell you later. Next one is breakpoints. This is very useful tool when we debug our code. This is very helpful in debugging. Whenever we need to stop our code, we use breakpoints. This is like a speed breaker as we use in on road. Next is slow step. We can um, monitor our speed of debugging by using it. Slow step. Okay, execution trail, highlight element, log activities. These are the options we'll see in later videos. For now, this was the introduction, and here you can see kitchen of UiPath, where we can say this is where we write our codes. Okay, this is basically the studio. In layman language, we can say kitchen, where we all the cooking will be happen. Okay, guys. So I hope you like this introduction part. If not, show a comment on comment section. Okay, I'll will further learn more on UiPath. Okay, thank you so much.